the originator of eternity.
Okay, hey, let's get CM in here. I know he has a mouthful to say.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was going to say he is the originator of life, but it's the new creation. He's the one. He says in John 17, Father, thank you for giving me life and for giving me the ability to give people life. So he is the originator, but we're talking about a new creation. He's able to raise people into the resurrection. So James is really missing that. But also Isaiah 9:6, Ezekiel 31:11 is also the word El. It simply could have been translated mighty ruler in Isaiah 9:6, and also in Ezekiel 32 it talks about El Gabor as far as rulers. So it doesn't mean God. But I was going to ask James, why did God need to become a man?
Oh, quite simply because he had to redeem mankind. Mankind lost unity with the Father, so Jesus had to become flesh because of sins. He had to die on our place for our sins.
You just contradicted yourself.
Yeah. In what way? Tell me.
Well, because you said God cannot die, but you said God had to become flesh to redeem mankind. That's a contradiction.
That's not a contradiction. I already told you earlier that his deity identified with that.
No, that's not scriptural. That's why I keep saying things like not scriptural.
James, again, why did God have to become a man?
I just explained to you. Because of the sinful condition of humanity, the wages of sin is death. That's what is declared for in Romans 3:23. Therefore, somebody had to take place of all mankind's sins, and the only person that could do that is the one who they offended. They offended God because sin is the transgression of the law in 1 John 3:4. So therefore, God had to become flesh to redeem mankind unto himself.
James, who died on the cross, God or a man?
It's full 100% fully God, 100% fully man.
Oh no! You just contradicted yourself.
James did not die. It identified with death. I mean, how many times I gotta keep
James, why did God have to become a man? We'll take this two steps. Why did God have to become a man?
It's going to be the same answer. If you don't like my answer,
but you're contradicting yourself, James. Why did God have to become a man?
I already told you, because of the sins of the world. The wage. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to say it now. The wages of sin is death. Romans 3:23. For by one man's sin all became sinners. 1 Corinthians 5:12. Therefore, man had to die for their sins. The only way that can be done is hold up. You want me to answer you, but you want to jump in while I'm speaking. So
because you're contradicting yourself.
You're assuming that deity had to die by becoming flesh.
Well, that's what you said. You said God had to be man.
I said he identified because of it, that nature, two natures became one person. The divine nature identified with death. It did not die. God cannot die.
So why did he have to be?
Why did he have to be?
James, did a full human being die?
Yeah, God. He's 100% fully human, 100% fully God. 100% not a half a human died, not 1/3 of a human died, but not 75% died. A full human died.
Okay, so what you're saying is a human being, not God, could have paid for mankind.
Amen. No, he had to be God and man because he had to be God.
You just said that a man died.
Fully man and fully God, but the fully God nature did not die. It identified by being by. Okay.
No, you can't include the God part if you say.
Why not? Why not? Since God became flesh.
Because you can't do this. If he's fully man, then fully man died. If you're trying to include the God part.
My mom said you can't do it.
Yeah, he says he's making rules up. You can't do that. But he very clearly says that
because it contradicts logic.
Right.
That's what you think. That's what you think, but it's not the case.
No,
it's not what we think.
Clear.
You just said a fully man died, and then you're saying he's fully man and fully God. That doesn't work.
So you're saying it's not possible to be fully man and fully God at the same time?
Not if you're saying that a man died fully man, then you're saying fully God, and you're including God now in that.
I said that, yeah, because the divine nature it's within that one person, but that divine nature cannot die. See, it cannot. The divine nature cannot die.
So if the divine nature cannot die, then you're contradicting yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah. So James, a full man could have died for our sins. There, it doesn't need to be God dying on the cross. Jesus Christ, as a full man, a human, could have done the same thing that you're suggesting.
Okay, so
that's what I've been saying for a long time. Remember, who died on the cross?
All right, how many times am I going to say this? I'm not going to repeat it 10 times. So,
No,
so you guys
but
just don't believe
it's
the
rhetorical now, James. It's rhetorical because
Just have a
God
discussion,
cannot
James.
die.
All right,
Just
so,
have a discussion, James.
yeah, so yeah. It seems like every time I try to answer, it seems like people want to talk over me. And then when I ask a question, it's not directly answered. Like I brought up mighty God to you, and then you
It
couldn't
is
answer
answered.
that.
Everyone's
I answered everything you said.